everyone. Finally, 2020 is over and the ray of sunshine, the blessed 2021, is here. And we have so much to look forward to this year, like vaccines to ward off COVID-19, maybe lifting of travel restrictions, the Olympics, and most of all, finally meeting people in person and not on Zoom calls. All in good time. We also have few reasons to believe that 2021 can be a make or break year for protection of the environment. Here are 5 reasons why 2021 can turn out to be a turning point in tackling climate change. First, there is a big climate conference coming up. In November this year, world leaders from virtually all the countries in the world will gather in Glasgow for the successor to the landmark Paris meeting of 2015. The conference is important. As of now, we are way off track from the commitments made by the countries to limit global temperature to below 2 degrees Celsius pre-industrial levels by the end of the century to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. On current plans, the world is expected to breach 1.5 degrees Celsius ceiling within 12 years or less and to hit 3 degrees Celsius of warming by the end of the century.
Oh no!
This is the first time after Paris these countries will meet and will announce their ramped up carbon cutting ambitions as agreed upon in the Paris Agreement. This conference was due to be held in 2020 but was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The second reason why 2021 is important environmentally is that countries all around the world are waking up and pledging ongoing carbon neutral by mid-century, with China surprising everyone in September and announcing that it will go carbon neutral by 2060. Almost 110 countries have started the process for achieving net zero carbon emissions by mid-century. A lot is riding on the Glasgow conference. Other than adding another chapter to social science books for students, this conference can result in the start of a climate-aware world. Fingers crossed, guys. The next reason why 2021 is going to be a year promising a greener tomorrow is that now the renewable energy resources are the cheapest sources of energy. In October 2020, the International Energy Agency, an intergovernmental organization, concluded that the best solar power schemes now offer the cheapest source of electricity in history. This is also the reason why the countries can actually start working towards their pledge of carbon neutrality faster. If the nations of the world ramp up their investments in wind, solar and batteries in the next few years, prices are likely to fall even further to a point where they are so cheap that it will bring to make commercial sense to shut down and replace existing coal and gas power stations. Just imagine a world where corporations actually opt for green energy not because activists force them to, but it actually is cheaper. What a wonderful dream. Moving on, further reasons why 2021 is the year of change is that as economies all around the world recover from the economic shock of COVID-19, we now have a chance to build back greener and better. We need to use this opportunity to build back our economies in an eco-friendly way. The European Union and Joe Biden's new administration in the US have promised trillions of dollars of green investment to get their economies going and kickstart the process of decarbonization. And this is not so far a dream as it seems, as the next reason why 2021 is going to be a year to look forward to is that businesses are already starting to go green. The mood in the market is changing. Companies are trying to have a carbon-free portfolio. And it's logical. If companies invest in new oil wells and fossil fuel energy ventures, the fuel will go obsolete in next 20 years. But the falling cost of renewables and the benefits that they bring in have encouraged the companies to plan a greener portfolio for the long run. At the same time, there is growing momentum behind the movement to get businesses to embed climate risk into their financial decision making. The aim is to make it mandatory for businesses and investors to show that their activities and investments are making the necessary step to transition to a net zero world. So, all in all, we have a lot to look forward to in 2021. If all the pieces fall right in place this year, will prove to be the starting of a greener tomorrow, or will at least set in motion the events that will lead to an environmentally friendly future. We will take your leave. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel before you go, and we'll meet you next week with more environmental news. Till then, take care.